Welcome back, refurbers and scruffy looking nerve herders. It's me, scruffy looking RGB, and I'm coming to you live from Akihabara. We're gonna take a look at some junk consoles and games and see if we can find any kind of good deals here. I'm also testing out my new gimbal. Those of you that are in the chat, let me know if it's smooth or how the stream is coming across, if it's getting a good reception or not. So I can't tell. But here we are in front of Mobile World. Sorry, I always say Mobile World, but it's World Mobile. I have a video where I get some junk Game Boys from World Mobile and talk about the shop a little bit. But it's been about a year since they opened, and a lot of things have changed inside, especially with the prices that they use in talk. And so we have a car coming in front of us here. So a lot of things have gotten a lot more expensive. Hey, Blood Rain, how are you doing? Glad you could join us. I'm gonna watch out for the lions. The wild lions. All of them that they've got running around here. But anyways, I just Dejected Tomato, hello. So this place sells junk consoles and things, but at the moment they don't have a whole lot. They've got a few things here. We got some Neo Geo stuff and some 3DS things, but a lot of the prices here have jumped up a lot since the review I did on this place about a year ago. Right, that's true. Sorry, I've got really shaky hands today, and I'm holding an umbrella in my other hand, so it's really hard to move this. But Blood Rain and Mr. Tomato, let me know how this looks for you guys. Is the quality of the stream all right? Is it 720 passable, or is it more like 140? It looks smooth on my end, but that means nothing. Rejected Tomato said it's good for me. Blood Rain said it's clear. That's awesome. It could be because it's raining. There's not as many people out here taking up the bandwidth. So here we are in front of Yuki. Oh man, I wish I was there. Thank you for joining, Yuki. And Blood Rain, thanks for joining as well. Here we are in front of Super Potato. I don't know if I should risk going in there and see if we can mess up our signal, since we have such a nice signal right now. I don't know if I want to go in there yet. But let me know if you want to go in Super Potato or check out what's outside. Blood Rain says, you will not find buildings with dedicated video game art in the US. Yeah, probably not. Check the tater, says Blood Rain. I'm purchasing a lot of junk Game Boys from Japan lately, says Dejected Tomato. They're actually not bad condition. Yep. Japan has some of the best junk in the world. They take good care of their stuff. Hey, Yuki asks, you ever notice that most people don't use umbrellas in the US? I do notice that. And I thought it was so weird. Look who's got an umbrella now. But I don't want to get this gimbal wet. I don't know what will happen if it gets wet. So that's why I've got an umbrella. It's a nice, warm, overcast day here. All right, we're gonna go into Super Potato. and see if we can get a clear signal. It'll be a miracle. We got 5 in here. Welcome all 5 of you. It's my hand tied up. Can't really check the chat that much. Blood Rain says, why get wet when you can stay under a shelter of an umbrella? I agree. We have Salva in here. What's up, Salva? Hardcore walking up. It is hardcore. Trying to talk and walk up the stairs. Got some Dreamcast controllers for 200 yen. That's a pretty good deal. From 330. Salva says, whenever I'm in Japan, I like shopping through the nostalgic of Super Potato. Window shopping anyways. Yes, I agree with you. I like shopping here too. Here we have a broken Super Famicom. I'm sure it's not broken. 308 yen. We also have a 858 for the Famicom disk system. It doesn't have the cartridge ROM thing, so that's too bad, but always fun to see those. We got a Famicom for 550 yen, about $5. It's seen better days. Would be a good project one to fix up though. Maybe AV mod it. I don't know. So today's goal is kind of to find some junk consoles that I can fix up. Any suggestions on junk consoles? Those are the first ones of the day. Twin B sounds overpowerful. It's right overhead. Good call. Bomberman is always cool. So you guys out there in the 6 of you that are in here, do you go for more rare stuff or do you fix up junk things? Just curious what other people do. So that $3 controller is a pretty good deal since they're selling these for 20 a piece. There was that Saturn controller in there too. Just needs a little bit of care. Blood Rain says I only collect games. Salva says I'm always looking at the bargains. Same here. Since it is a rainy day, they don't have that many people in here. Japanese people tend to stay away from the rain or leave their house when it rains. Which, being a Northwesterner from the United States, is just not something you do. Hey there, Yoma0045. Yo, 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 all. He comes and chimes in. Kind of off track, but here's a game I would like to get my hands on. It's quite expensive though. Got Sengoku Blade by Atlas. one that I discovered in my Sega Dreamcast episode, and one I've been thinking about getting ever since. Yoma, how are you doing, man? Thank you for joining. You must be on lunch break, maybe? Gradius 3 for the Super Famicom in the box for 1958. Pretty cool. We have that JoJo. 2178 for some JoJo. Somebody saw box Chrono Triggers, and look at how expensive they are. They definitely try to gouge you at Super Potato for these Chrono Trigger games. Definitely pick these up much cheaper anywhere else. $45.98. It's kind of ridiculous for this one. Really? How much is this one going for on eBay? Probably twice or thrice. I don't know if it's getting expensive here. I think just because Super Potato caters to the foreigners, and they know foreigners want this game. They know it's sought after, that they've upped the price because they know they can get that for it. But these days, when there's not many foreigners here, traveling here anyways, I don't see why they don't put down the prices a little bit, which I have tend to see in some places here and there. Certain things are cheaper. Guillermo says, I'm good. It's 9:25 in the morning. The internet in my area is busy, so I'm on mobile data and can't work. I want it. And Blood Rain says, I want it too, but at the $10 box it used to go for. Yes. And eBay is not helping. Yeah, I would imagine it's quite inflated on eBay. Here's a few that I'd like to pick up. Here we have Parodius. 76 bucks for that one. I saw this one at a book off not too long ago for about half that. This one is pretty cool too. Hey, Yuki says, I'm just up at 3:30 in the morning dreaming of Japan right now. Well, we all have dreams, and hopefully someday everyone can come and visit here once again. Bonk's not too expensive for the Super Famicom even here. $9.68. Super Metroid. Yeah, they group games by developers, which is helpful oftentimes. I'd love to get me some Return of the Jedi in Japanese here, but that is $280, $260. And we have, what is it, Shonen Ninja, Sasuke, which is a crazy one, but it's like $1,500. How is the American version of Bonk for the Super Famicom? Of the Great Battle 5? Captain Commando. Odekake Lester. Never heard of that game before. This is a very weird looking Japanese game. King of Dragons. Ooh, yeah. Super Back to the Future 2. It's about 200. Demon Blazing. Final Fight Tough. I don't know if I ever remember hearing it Tough. The Final Fight guy. Ninja Gaiden. $14. Any of you out there collect the Famicom Disk System stuff? Yuki said, playing games on my PC with an SSD can be a problem when games want you to read things during loading because there really isn't any. Lester, the unlikely in the US awful game Avoid. I shall. It's too expensive anyways. From Bubble Bobble. Blood Rain says no disk system for me. It's always something interesting and weird. They also have some Virtual Boys down here. System, 327 for that. An orange Nintendo 64, the Hawks version, $162. That's too bad it was rushed. I wonder if it would have been better if they didn't rush it. We got a blue one for $98. You are really on the money with all the game noises. Right there, Mickey. Definitely. How about this here? Here's an interesting game. Hitler's Revenge. Anybody know of this one? Definitely one that didn't come to the States. Mark G, welcome, my friend. Finally managed to catch one of your stream premieres again. Well, I thank you for coming, Mark G. I used to play that when Yuki says I used to play that when I was 5 years old and it would always kick my butt. Mickey, I mean, yes, that was a hard one. One of the easier ones that was kind of similar to it was like Mappy Land, which I thought was really kind of similar to that Mickey one, but I think actually Mappy Land was probably a bit better graphic-wise and design. Any of you into Game Boys? Here we have quite a few rare ones here. I'm not sure what this pink one is on the right. I don't know if it's Sakura Wars or what, but it's a limited edition Game Boy Color that I haven't seen before. A few over here as well. I think that's the Jesco Mario one. We got the Pokemon Center version for $206.80. We have the Astro Boy one that's about $365 or $300, sorry. And a lot of Game Boy Micros in here. It's lined up in about between $200 and $300 each. Wow. We have a not for sale Sega Saturn. Or not Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast. Not sure what version that is. Definitely some kind of limited edition. Alright, so the candidates to buy here in Super Potato are the controllers here. Kind of tempted to get this here and fix it up. But I do have a Sega Saturn. It's nice to get two matching controllers. I might have to come back for this. There's that Famicom down there. It's pretty cool. $5. With this system, would be nice to fix up as well. Alright, so we say goodbye to Super Potato. Let's go check out some other shops. Sorry, I'm not sure how to control this thing. Wilding out. It's a little bit lighter outside than it was before, but it's also raining more. So let's get our umbrella. All right. There we go. There's a trader over there on the corner that sells a lot of newer games and older games as well. But we're gonna head across the big street up here. The Tokyo department store. Sorry, Tokyo radio department store. See how crazy that looks? It looks like they're closed down because of the whole reinstating of the... Yeah, my favorite shop is not open at the moment, so we won't head in there. All right. Beautiful rainy night, Akihabara. Those of you in the chat at the moment, let me know how many of you have actually been to Japan before. Sorry, I can't check the chat at the moment. Both my hands are tied. Oh man, I missed a lot. Sorry guys. I'm way behind. Oh, Super Boo's in here. Howdy, Super Boo. Blood Rain says, I won't fly, so that would be a never. Ha ha ha. So that means you're never coming to Japan. Only in my dreams, says Yuki. It's been 9 times, I think, now, says Salva. Helps that I'm in Australia, so not too far. Awesome. Love walking around in the rain in Tokyo like being in Blade Runner. Trevor Random says. Welcome, Trevor Random. Good to see you in here. Oh, before I get hit by a car. Yuki says, they make basically everything I love, so I kind of need to go there. Yes, I agree. They make a lot of cool stuff here. Wow. Trevor Random asks, who's taken over the old Sega building? I don't think anyone's taken it over yet. At least it doesn't look like it. I'd have to be a millionaire so I can clean out those game shops of their great games. Yeah, you definitely have to have a lot of loot too. clear out one of these places. Hey Yuki says, have you guys been to a cat cafe over there? Hey Yuki, I have not been to a cat cafe. I'm quite allergic to cats. But I've been to a bird cafe. I saw an owl. They also had a porcupine. They had a hedgehog. There are all kind of cafes like that around. And yeah, I wouldn't go to a cat one just because it would kill me. So here we are in front of a trader, as you can see. I'd like to visit Japan someday, says Super Boo, but I'm not in a good enough place financially to even think about it just yet. So good, you've got plenty of time to save up. I think everyone does right about now. Yuki says at Trevor Random, nice. Trevor Random says, I've been to a maid cafe, it was crazy. He says, oh no, allergic to cats. That is so sad that it is sad. Yet I owned 3 or 4 cats when I was a kid, and I got kind of used to it at that time, but now if I get next to a cat, it's just like all kind of stuff, all kind of stuff happens. Sorry, Super Boo, I missed a lot of chat earlier. And everyone else. Sorry. Alright. I think before I hit Trader, I'm gonna just check out the junk real quick at, what is it? Retro Game Camp? Trevor Renner says, hit the like button. Thank you, Trevor. Yes, please hit the like button if you can. Trevor Random says, I'm a huge fan of the gachapon machines. Oh, speaking of junk stuff, good thing I came here first. Kaitori up to 30%. So it looks like they're buying things for 30% rather than 20% as they usually do. It's kind of cool. That's some junk. There's a cool little DSi that's been stickered with Hidakuma. Yuki says, I'm going to get a couple of figures. Bloodbrain says, I would have loved to hit Japan when I was in my 20s or 30s. Never too late, my friend. Junk Super Famicom for 500. A junk PS2 for 500. Some junk PS3s for 3,000 yen. Flurman, welcome. Today we're hunting for junk consoles. And there's this PS2 for 1,000 yen. They don't usually have this many consoles here at Retro Game Camp. We got the rain cover over the junk games here. Yuki says, maybe find a PSX. Bloodrain says, a cheap Japanese PS2 or Saturn is a good thing. Yuki says, the system, not PS1 or a cheap Dreamcast. Are you going to Hard Off? I might go to Hard Off. There's Zelda for 200 yen for the N64. That's not bad. Isn't there a hardware shop you can go to? I don't know if you mean hard off. We're in Akihabara, so there's not that many of those. We have Magic Cutter, Shadow Token, the Pokemon. We have some Kirby for 300 yen. It's not bad. Monopoly, always a good one. What do we have over here? Pogs? Something Pog-like with 100 yen each. Digimon, Pokemon. Interesting. Tetris. Yuki says, there I buy some visual novels. You mean for the PC Engine or? Trigger. Clement says, I thought you had a specific shop that had a lot of consoles at it. In one of your old videos, I wish I was good with remembering names. Yes, actually I was there to start off. Clermont remembers the World Mobile video that I did a while back. And I was talking about earlier how that World Mobile shop kind of is not so good anymore because they've raised the prices like a lot. And since they raised the prices, you know, it's not very friendly. Yeah, that's the one. And speaking of not being very price friendly, this place often has overly priced games. But yeah, it's a shame about that shop that had all the consoles. But today they had a Neo Geo, a junk Neo Geo that I think it was like $150 or something like that. Just the console, didn't come with any of the extra things. We have Ghost Super Mikami for the Super Famicom, about $300. Parodius, $12.80. Salamander, $30. Mother is way overpriced. Probably get that for less than half of that. Yeah, Blood Rain says Akihabara is overpriced overall. Yes, you're right. Clerman asks, have you ever considered on buying on other people's behalf? And sure, I have, here and there. People request it. I try to help people out. Bjorn says, hey there, caught me off guard with an early for me in Sweden hunt. Seeing anything scruffy looking yet? I've seen quite a few. Bjorn, welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Blood Rain says, if you can ever find the Tarutoku anime, I recommend you watch it. It's pretty good. I have not watched it before. And I think the first Tarutoku reference I ever heard was just from the game. Yuki says, if you ever need anything from the US, I could help. Sure, if you want to do a trade or something. I'd love to get my hands on an original NES. I'd like to get an original NES, just get some of the games I used to have as a kid. That would be awesome. And then maybe I could trade you for one of these if you don't already have one. That'd be kind of cool. I'd even modify it so that it's adaptable to some composite video. This is crazy. Imaginer Pod Pro. Doggone controller here. I love this pachinko controller. Coconuts by Coconuts Japan. All right, I'm gonna go and check out a trader, I think. See what they got. Hopefully it's not raining too bad. It's getting worse. The rain anyways. Blood Rain says, the crazy thing is you must put the games in the converter backwards to get them to play. Ayuk says, oh nice, I need to call my local store and see what's going on with COVID and everything. Clearman says, anyone play any of the train games? I have not. Blood Rain says, Densha De Go series. I've seen them and I've even seen the controllers. But Trevor Random says, I love pachinko, it's bonkers. It's bonkers, is it? Pachinko is bonkers. I'm not a big fan of pachinko. It's really loud and annoying, and I'm not a smoker, so there's a lot of smoke in those places. It's really kind of not my thing at all. How are those train simulator games? Are they good? Speaking of train simulator games. This one on the right by Taito is 113. One on the left is 250. Yuki says, I want a good mech simulator setup. Neo Geo Gold. Neo Geo is 173. For graphics, 113. I got a Duo. Wow, that's expensive for this dude. 218. One of my last live videos, I picked up a good Duo R here for about 150 at the Surugaya. I like these controllers here for the Famicom. Yoma, if you're still there, pretty sure you used one of these bad boys in your controller review episode. Valkyrie. Fighters. Ooh, we have stacks of PS2s here. Junk PS2s going for 1,500 a piece. It's like a stack up to my knee, past my knees, to my thigh. Here's the N64 Denshidego controller. Marked as junk, 28 bucks. Samurai Spirits. Ultimate. Action platformer type thing. We got the drum set here for 10 bucks. Oh, we got those GameCube controller people out there. Rocker Gaming. Button Bender. People that make these $5 for this controller. Not too bad. Not the cheapest I've seen, but not bad. Interesting controller here. The Panasonic 3DO controller. $1,000. Or 1,000 yen, excuse me. N64 controllers. We have a cool Optec cockpit plane simulator controller here. Yoke for 300 yen. That's pretty cheap. What's this? Nice com. Oh, looks like pachinko or pinball simulator type thing. It's 1 bet, 1 credit, insert metal. Weird. That's pretty cool. 500 yen. There's that Final Fight Tough again. 338 bucks. Ghost Chaser, 283. Super Tarikan, 583. Wow. Tatakai Genshijin 3. Mr. Nuts for 550. Battle Mobile, 273. The Amazing Spider-Man Lethal Foes for 278. Here we have the Shonen Ninja Sasuke, 132 bucks loose. Gold version of Bomberman 5 for 178. Pokonyan. Jikoku. Game Boy Macro faceplates. I had to tell the guy Taito are amazing. Okay, here we go. I've not been reading. Give me a magical date PS1 PS1 translation. I kid, though I like the game. Clearman says, oh, I guess I didn't look at it enough since it's not the version I wanted. That's cool for those interested at least. I don't see any faceplates. Where is the... $200 for this bad boy. But I don't see any faceplates per se. GTA stuff here. Speaking of Kids Show You Can, he did a Crisis Force review not too long ago. That is an expensive game there. If I got that, I'd probably have to pick up the loose one. That's Super Contra. Kind of like to get this one. Just because I mastered my logo after that. Super Contra right there. I like that. Blood Rain says, I take it that micro worked. I should hope so for that price. Let me see if I can catch up on the chat. How far behind am I? Blood Rain says the first Goemon on PS1 has a translation. Blood Rain 1 says, and all 4 Goemons on Super Famicom and Ebisamar spin-off have translations. Sorry. I'd really like a translation of To Heart 2. Blood Rain says, give me a magical date. Ready? Read that. I saw someone comment on a video yesterday called Taito a worse developer than Data East, and To the Data East was trash. Brian, welcome. Brian? Hey man, have you seen any Game Boy Micro faceplates? No, I haven't. I had to tell the guy Taito is amazing. Ayuki, I want a proper Phantom of Inferno translation so bad as well. Ninja Sasuke SFC wacky game. That it is wacky. It's wild the way you jump around. The other day, Cassius, or somebody was playing this Parasol All-Stars and asking me how much it was. 113. It's still here. Awesome Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan. 67 bucks for that. Underblade. 27. Right now I'm on a big PC Engine kick. Dragon Saber. Stratego. I haven't played this racer before. Pretty new to it. What do you guys think about that? Power Drift. Mark G gave me 10 bucks. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Sorry I missed that. Keep up the good work, Scruffy. I always enjoyed your streams, vids, and I feel they deserve more credit and exposure. Mark G, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. That is a very kind thing to say, and I appreciate your support. Everybody that's watching, I appreciate you guys watching and hanging out. Trevor Random says, hit the like button, folks. Thank you, Trevor Random. Hey, Yuki says, yeah, everyone, remember to thumbs up. Blood Rain says, Parasol Stars. Blood Rain, Bog God. Refer that's to the price. Cool Pep says, perfect. Jack Chan is good on NES too. How was Yokai Dochu? It's pretty good. I haven't actually played it, but played it for the NES. View cards are such a cool format. I agree. Clerman says Power Drift is a great arcade game. The PC Engine version is a bit... Okay, Power Drift was played on Saturn. Lukev says, Scruffy, I saw on Pat the NES Punk that speculators have discovered Japanese games have... you seen any... Huh? Hold up. Scruffy, I saw on Pat the NES Punk that speculators have discovered Japanese games. Have you seen any weird price rises? Not necessarily. I saw a place that had ridiculously out of this world prices that was really odd. But that was this place in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't really expect that at all. So I think that was just a fluke. Clerman asks, says something to Blood Rain. Blood Rain says, I talked you, I think, into buying Yokai, haha. Blood Rain, yes, you probably did. You and Saru and whoever else was there that day. Definitely. Looking forward to playing it once I get to. Blood Rain also says, or I like to think that I did. Sure you did. Everyone participated. Raiko05, welcome. PSP price will probably go up soon. You think so? I just don't see the PSP price going up soon. It's possible. You never know. But I think this rain is what's making my making the stream better than usual. PSP price will... I think somebody was asking earlier about why Kid Shoyuken has such trouble with his phone and whatnot. I've been trying to research and figure out myself how to get the best stream. But I think the best way to do it is just straight from your phone, straight from your phone's data plan, rather than having a separate router or whatever. It's better just to go straight through your device. It's much faster that way. So that's kind of what I'm banking on, and that's why I'm using just my phone, and it seems to be working okay. I don't know, you guys let me know. Is it still fairly smooth on your end? Is it getting too pixelated? Yes, Brian says, did you notice they have some English imports? Yes, they do have some. Here we are in front of Surugaya and also Beep. I'd love to take you guys in Beep, but they'd freak out if I brought a camera in there. They do have really cool stuff. It is kind of overpriced though. So, I mean, sometimes you can find some good deals, but it's just, they just have a lot of good stuff. Are English imports not expensive in Japan? They are kind of expensive actually. Mark G says, for some reason, only in Japan seems to have high quality streams even in buildings. Is it the device or your connection plan? Oh, Beep. Good one. Mark G, yes, only in Japan. He's actually the one that looked to for advice. He was talking about the best way to get the best signal out of your phone and whatnot. So I'm trying to follow his advice, and it seems to be working so far. But it really kind of depends on the day And there's not a lot of people out here because of the rain, I think, and that's kind of helps too. I'm gonna go into this Surugaya here, and we can see how the stream is. It's usually pretty good in here because I have good Wi-Fi in there, but I usually just stream directly from my device and don't do anything else. Have any of you guys played this Layla game? It's like 3,000. It's interesting. I like the artwork on it. Sweet Home for 32. Here's Jesse and Saro's favorite game, Crossfire. What is this? Choachiki. Genjin. Papillon Gals. We have Akuma Densetsu. Kyoto-chan. AV Famicom for 76. This is cool. This Super Famicom cart holder can fit like 8 carts in there. Pretty cool. Super cool cart right there, holder. R-Type 3. Marchi says Beep has a lot of PC MSX wear from what I remember. Yes, it does. It's pretty cool. Blood Rain says it is DDST translations. Bjorn says I got Layla from my brother. Just tried to see if it worked. It's got the feeling of a very early Famicom. Yeah, it does. It's very early Famicom-ish feeling. But I don't know, I kind of like that. Oik says, oh, nice case. Yes, I agree. That's pretty cool. Brian says, from what I've seen, Beep is even more expensive than Super Potato. Yes. One of you guys were asking about the US games, cheaper in Japan. Not at that price. Got some NES Castlevania titles in here. One of my favorite titles here. Good old Nuts and Milk. Nice little cutesy anime there. Corabino Pipeline. Interesting. Gorabino Pipelines, Gorbachev. Can't see his head there. That's too bad. There you go. So weird. About making a pipeline to an oil pipeline or something. Something odd. PlayStation VR, 5,000. Wow. We have a Spice Orange GameCube, complete, for 62. This is so overpriced, this PC Engine here. If it was like 20 bucks, I'd probably get it. But this is where I came across that cheap Duo R. Very thankful I got that. Thanks to you guys that said you gotta get it. $162 for this yellowed bad boy. Ooh. Kikaikai Adobans. Never seen that one before. It's quite expensive, but I do like some kikaikai. I can't remember who was asking about the emulators. The mini core graphics is 200. Seems really steep. Mini Mega Drive is 60. Mega Drive is 47. Super Famicom is 100. Famicom is pretty cheap, 3,000 to 4,000. A loose one for 78. I don't know why the Super Famicom is so expensive. We got a PS4 controller, slime controller. Somebody was asking about these before. 5,000. Pretty cool. Really awesome. We have this here. LCD monitor for the PC Engine. $100.
Okay.
We have 19 likes and 16 viewers here. Thank you guys. It's Jackie Chan. Here's Burning Angel for cheapest I've ever seen it. Loose. Takeshi Meiji. Oh, there's the Ninja game. Much cheaper than its complete. Oh, we have Mayhem Maze. Chugoku Taisen. This is an interesting one. Chugoku Taisen. just it's not an end. Arcade Duo, 36 bucks for an Arcade Duo. Oh, PC Denjin. Uh-oh, I might have to. 36 bucks for this Hiyake. 36 bucks for PC Denjin. It's loose. One in the box is probably twice that. 36 bucks, that's one to think about. This is super cheap too, that's in the 880. It's kind of a Harrier type style game, I'm afraid. Jinmu something or other. Oh. PC Genjin, 48. I know they used to have PC Denjin as well, but I don't see it right now. There's Milhen Maze. Oh, in the case. Ayuki asked me, do you have a Hue card binder or something for loose games? I do not. I kind of have a little thing to put them in, but they're just kind of hanging out at home. I like how Milhen Maze is 52 here, loose, and then it's 52 here in the Hue card, in the case, in the jewel case. Some more favorites here. We have Dallas 2. I don't know, I might have to get that Denjin. Well, since I'm a cheap bastard, I might have to get this one instead. 880, that's really cheap. Cool Pep says, maybe a fun video idea how you choose to store your loose carts, Game Boy games, etc. Yeah, my disorganized self needs to get on that. PS Vitas are still around 100 and 120 loose in these stores from what I've seen. I don't look at them very often, but I'm thinking about getting one. Just for emulating purposes and whatnot. At least you could find themed one there pretty easy. Blood Rain says Valis 2, in my opinion, is the weakest of the series. Blood Rain 1 says, and no Valis X doesn't exist in my world. Brian says, some you can find in junk or 8,000-ish, still that's mostly works. Brian G says, at Brian, that's not bad then. Ayuki says, I really think binders are the most convenient for loose portable CDs. Yeah, not a bad idea. I have like old disc cases, or not old, but something I bought at the 100 yen store. It's like a little bin and it fits the Hue cards in them perfectly. Though I haven't been using them very much because I don't have that many really. What's this? Spriggan Mark II. It's an interesting shooter. Yeah, cheap ones do suck. That is true. Alright, Toshio. Six button controller there. This one right here. Okay, I think I've decided I'm gonna go cheap today and get this one. It's a good one for the collection, I think. Not too expensive. I don't have it. JT, welcome. Thank you for dropping by, man. Blood Rain 1 says, if you don't have Maruche Maze and it's not expensive, go for it. It's about 50 bucks. So I'm not ready, not good for 50 bucks today. I'm gonna go the scruffy way and get the $8 game over the $52 game. So here's a good one. Maui Mallard, but it's 73 bucks. Jap Jack says, Gaijin buying awful games in Tokyo. The cliche is real. Doesn't get any realer than that. All right.
There's nothing. はい、
Blood
で
Rain
こちら
says it's
ビニー
cheap.
ル袋は
あ、大丈夫です。
大丈夫ですか。
はい。
880円と思います。
Yeah, Blood Rain says you should be able to squirt less than that outside of Akihabara. Yeah, I think so, but it's
お使いいたします。
like it's hard to get out of Akihabara or find PC Engine games anywhere else. So
120
just
円
gonna
の
bite the
ということで
bullet. So don't go home empty-handed.
はい、
はい、どうも。
はい、どうもありがとうございます。
Here we go. Your awful scruffy game of the day is, what is it? Jinmu Densho. Oh, I forgot my umbrella. Today's game of the day, Jinmu Densho. And it's awful. $22 likes, 20 people in the chat. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. Blood Rain, Yuki, Mark Mazzini, hello from Italy, welcome. Bene. How do you say hello in Italian? We are towards the end of our hunt today. I've been at it for about an hour and 20 minutes. Gregor Durand, Marco Mazzini. Buongiorno. Oh, that's right. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Hello from Paris. Au revoir. Voulez-vous? Merci beaucoup. La Costa Nostra means hello. La Costa Nostra. We got a hobby store here. Mecha store. Mega Robot Semmon. Jungle Akihabara. Some awesome games up in there. Not games, sorry. Models. Yoma. Still around. Model builders out there. Another shop I never really looked at before. Jungle. Saikyo Kaitori. Looks like they buy stuff. Oh, there is a pink place up there. Pretty weird. I'd say go for Jigoku Meguri if man, you guys that have been here, especially Blood Rain, I think he was the first one here and he's been here the entire time. If you could tell me, it would help out. How was the stream? Was it fairly okay? Gregor Duran says, how is Akihabara life without all the tourists? It's much more easy to move around. Blood Rain says, I do know Mizubaku Daiboken. PC Engine is expensive now. Jeff Jack says, like 1988. Do you see much PS5 or brand new stuff in Japan yet, says Ayuki. Yeah, there's brand new stuff all over the place. I'm just not a new stuff guy. Clerman says, it seems that when you go into shops, it loses quality. Interesting. Thank you for the help there. Blood Rain 1 says, the Audi was crystal clear. It pixelated in shops, cleared up once you got outside. Really? It's easier to find. Gregorian Jordan says it isn't easier to find retro games. Not easier. You can find anything here. It's just that there's everything. I just focus on the retro games. Mark G says the stream was struggling to get clear picture and focus. Quality dropped a lot in stores. Audio is perfect. Thanks, Mark G. That's funny because I remember before a lot of people were saying that once you go into the stores it was getting clear, but outside it was really bad. Blood Rain 1 says, I would say get Rastin Saga 2, but I don't want to torture you with that game. Yuki says, I was just wondering because Switch has just been dominating the charts like crazy. I believe it, yeah. Everyone in the mother has a Switch except me. Jack says, Docomo always. Yuki says, like, seriously, every week the top 20 games are all Switch. Yeah, they have all that stuff here. I don't own a Switch, so I don't focus on that very much. If ever the day I do get a Switch, I'll definitely be looking a lot more at those things. But for right now, not so much. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I think I've got to head home. I appreciate the super chat from Mark G. Thank you, man. That was really nice of you. I appreciate that. I'll try to do some more of these live streams. Now I got this gimbal here, which seems to be working smoothly. I don't know until I watch this at home. Gregorian Duran says, thank you, Miss Tokyo. So thank you guys for hanging out. Stay safe out there. And remember, stay scruffy looking.